Hey everybody, it's Ross here and welcome on back to the den. So just a short but sweet video today. Essentially I'm catching up on some Space Marines I had sitting on the shelf, and they were sitting on my desk, and now they're sitting on my new desk here in the nook corner. And I'm like, okay, I gotta get these done before I start the new big project of finish up my entire range of Warhammer Fantasy stuff. So essentially, I'm doing up this. I think it was called a Command Squad back in 5th edition, or maybe it was 6th. No, it was 5th. The Command Squad. Then I got two hero models, and then an old, and I mean like an old Venerable Dreadnought. I don't even think there's a profile for that anymore under 10th edition rules. But yeah. So, anywho, here's how my Command Squad is turning out. Pretty sweet, I think. I did, however, rejuvenated my Goblin Green. I used my Games Workshop paints from the 90s, and thanks to John over at Ninjon for sharing that formula on how to get them back together again. I did, however, have to make a wooden dowel out of a piece of pine, just a scrap piece to fit in the pot to use as a masher and mash the paint and all that back together, along with a bit of the water. And I couldn't get the same medium he had, but I found a matte one that did just as good a job. So, and yeah, here's the bottle. And now here's what the Command Squad now looks like, completely finished. So moving along, I have this little character series Games Workshop at the time came up with, and I can't remember if he was supposed to be part of an assault squad sergeant or a sergeant for Devastator squad. But yeah, it's got the markings on there anyhow, and he's got a combi plasma bolter. But I'm like, you know what? It's good to have a little hero character here and there, so he could fill in as a sergeant or as a captain in the current edition of things now. But yeah, I'll find a role for him. He definitely stands out. And I will say, this one was a bit of an interesting one to try and paint up. I mean, I have a custom little base for him there. That's on the old scale of 25mm radius, but I think it's now like 35, so I'll have to get adapters for this one as well at some point in the future, much like my Command Squad. But overall, I'm quite happy with the paint job. You know, just kept it simple, straight to the point. And of course, I gotta figure out what to do with the base, though. Like the other Command Squad, there's quite a bit to do with the base. Just make it kind of pop a little more. I don't know. I'll worry about that down the road. So next up is the Emperor's Champion model. I believe this was released as part of a character series for the Black Templars at the time, and I always wanted to get one because in my army, I'm planning to have like a bit of like a Templar kind of theme thing. We got the robes or something, like a knightly order kind of thing, and beaky helmets. And I figured this model would be great as a captain for that company. Now I can't remember if it's the 4th company or 5th company. I gotta look at my notes, but I do gotta finish putting on the number 4 on the left knee pad. And like the Command Squad leader, I tried to blend in the pink and the purple speed paint that came with the Speed Paint 1.0 set, and the purple is still quite a bit on the dark side. Where I tried to do like a blend scheme on the Command Squad leader. This one here I made like brighter center and lower edge while having the rest just kind of get darker taping upward. It worked, but it worked a little too extreme. But still, it's nice to toy around. And of course, this one's on a metallic, like a base metallic background instead of a white background. I did paint it white, then go metallic again. But still, it's something left to be deserved. And of course, with the black helmet and lower robe bits, I just mixed some white and gray together, do some basic scuffing and edge highlighting as best as I could, just to kind of help make it look less black. But overall, this is going to be the quickest little captain I have ever had to paint up. I mean, there's nothing else on besides the armor, his cloak, and his sword. And here's a shot of the sergeant, and of course the Emperor's Champion here at the end, minus the number 4 on the shin pad. Anywho, thanks for watching, everybody. keep safe, and hopefully I will have something sooner rather than later. But no promises, because after all, it's summer's here, and I got a lot of stuff on my plate. Anywho, take care and rest well, everybody.